Yo, what is going on, you delirious Darmanitan? Today we're playing some games with a VMAX from Vivid Voltage, but it's not the Colossal, it's not the Orbeetle, it's the Pikachu VMAX. And I will be coming at you guys with those other two decks eventually. Just haven't quite figured out how I like to play them yet, but I will figure that out. And then we'll be showing you guys the Orbeetle, I'll be showing you guys the Colossal eventually. But yeah, I was on the stream the other day, twitch.tv/AzulGG, where I live stream almost every single day. Been playing a ton of Vivid Voltage over there, so be sure to check that out. Link in the description. And I saw that TrainerChip. I'll put his links in the description as well, so go check him out. Twitch, YouTube, over there. And he was doing pretty well with the Pikachu VMAX, so I took his list. I made a couple changes. I added some Air Balloons. There was a Koko V in here before. Put the Zapdos in so we could 2-hit KO VMAXs, and it just kind of worked. The deck just kind of worked. We got Vitality Bands in here because we do 120 with triple lightning, and then we can discard all the lightning and do another 150, which is 270. So we don't quite one hit KO ADP, but with the Vitality Bands we get to that 280 number. And then, you know, we're one-shotting Pikaroms, we're one-shotting Mew and Mewtwo's, we're 2-hit KOing the VMAXs, which is where the Zapdos can kind of come in for an Assault Tackle for what's a 1 prize runner active, and then we clean up with that G-Max Volt Tackle. Also, the Zapdos only requires 1 energy to attack, which can be pretty nice. And then we recover our energy with the Koko Prism or the Electro with the Buzz App Generator. It also gives us a little bit of control over, you know, giving our opponent prize cards, so we can then reset stamp them that much lower. And then we got a Boltund here. Turn 1 Electrify can be nice, and then Bolt Storm. You know, never hurts to have access to a Bolt Storm later in the game. And the rest of the list is pretty straightforward, right? You got 9 basics, 4 speed, 4 calm, 4 quick, 4 switch, 2 air balloon, 2 of the Vitality Band for the ADP 1-hit KO, 3 boss, 4 Marnie, 4 research, and that's it. This is the Pikachu VMAX. Let's get into some games. All right, getting into our first game here, we are going second. So I'm going to open up with the Charge Pikachu just in case I want to use Charge out of the active, but it really depends on what our opponent's playing. Because if this could just get knocked out, I don't want to lose, you know, 3 energy on my active Pikachu V. So it really depends on, yeah, it really does depend on what my opponent's playing. Let's see, Absol, Oranguru. What are they playing? Here comes an energy spitter, so probably ADP-zation. I haven't seen the Absol in a while, so it's probably ADP-zation. So if they don't get down to Zation with a couple energy, I'd feel pretty safe using Charge turn 1, so that's probably what we'll go for here. Speed Lightning, see what we get. Charge, bench the other Pikachu, maybe Dedenne change. There's the ADP with the energy, so we'll see the GX attack most likely. So I'm comfortable with using Charge here, or I'm feeling comfortable using Charge here. Switch, I wouldn't mind hitting this either if I could get a hit set up, but I think we'll settle for the Charge. This is actually a very good draw here. Voltorb, Pikachu. We could just hold the hand because this does have the... But we do need a dig to find the Vitality Band to get the 1-hit KO next turn. So I think I am going to go dig a little bit deeper here. There's only 1 in the deck as well. So yeah, I think digging here for the Vitality Band is probably the correct line of play to take. Then Dedenne change. Ditch the hand. Definitely not going to reset stamp them. Nothing yet. I think we're in a Marnie. Yeah, we just got it. We have to dig really hard. There's nothing telling us our opponent's hand is dead. And we need to find that Vitality Band. We want that turn 2 knockout on this ADP. So we actually got the Circle Circuit if I had attached to this one, because I could switch Air Balloon. But I guess we're just gonna go with the Charge here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Air Balloon on the Dedenne to have a pivot and play to work with Charge. Yeah. Yeah, 1 Vitality Band in the deck. It's just so important that we get the Vitality Band and get this 1-hit KO on the ADP. It's super important. So that's what we're going for. That's what we're going for. 1-hit KO on this ADP, and then we kind of work the rest of the game from there. We're gonna Electrode probably at the beginning of the turn, set up this Pikachu. Actually, sometimes I even set up like 3 Pikachu VMAXs in this deck. Actually, pretty often it feels like, just to be able to have places to put the energy as aggressively as possible. So a 3rd Pikachu down here, we could like pop Koko, attach to it, Electrode, get all that done right now before potentially, you know, this gets KO'd or something like that. So could get all that stuff out of the way. Here comes a Zamazenta. We do play the Boltund, so Boltund is going to be one of our main things to look to set up now. Boltund was something we can go after to try and Koko 2 or something like that. Now that they have, you know, shown the Zamazenta, Boltund is going to be our go-to. There's a Marnie, definitely don't want to do that. I'm going to pop the Electro now because it does take 2 lightnings out of the deck, so there's 2 less cards we can draw into. I could draw into a speed lightning, so I'm actually going to discard this basic lightning here, and we're going to research and hope we have enough. We should have enough energy to close out the game. Yeah, we could get a speed lightning here. There's the VMAX. No what's it called yet though, so we're gonna go ahead and VMAX. I'm gonna go ahead and calm away the Electrode. No Boltund. Our Boltund is prized, so that's gonna be annoying. We might have some trouble with Zamazenta early on here. I could just grab another Pikachu here. I think I will. Then we can go ahead and attach to this Pikachu. Still no Vitality Band. Calm this back. And go ahead and grab the Crobat. VMAX, this thing. Crobat for 4, and then we can Dedenne change afterwards. If we whiff still, we have whiff still. Pop for the Dance of the Ancients. Quick ball to thin on the deck. I don't think we're going to need another Electrode here. Gonna grab this Pikachu now. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Zapdos around. We're going to switch into the Dedenne for now. And then Dedenne change. We're going to draw a third of our deck. There's one Vitality Band still in the deck. And we whiffed. It doesn't mean we just lose, thankfully. We're just going to go with that G-Max tackle. And then, no, we are not going to do the extra damage right now. It is unfortunate to whiff here. Our opponent is set up to just go boss, win the game. We are so close. Vitality Band so important. We dug super hard. Just not in the cards. We got our second Reset Stamp in hand, which is great. Can kind of throw them off with that, maybe. But yeah. They just got boss energy here. They can take out probably my Dedenne with Air Balloon and then set a position, take out another one, and then that's the game. And that is ADP, though, so we'll see. We got the stamp. We can stamp them pretty low. Not as low as we'd like, I guess, but still pretty low. We did pop the 1 Electrode, so it'd be down to 2 instead of 3, like it normally is up against ADP. And then maybe they don't, who knows, maybe they don't have boss here, and we get to hold on. There's a Marnie. Okay, there we go. Great catcher still on the table. You kind of just always assume ADP has it, but sometimes they don't. And yeah, sometimes you're fortunate enough to not have to deal with it. But yeah, ultimate ray into our Pikachu. That's not Pikachu. Pikachu is still pretty good. There's the hit. And actually, we do get KO'd by this next turn. So I probably want to, maybe I should have discarded the energy off this one and then hit with this one. Please. So now, because now I almost want to discard the energy off this one in case they boss it. See what's left. Only Zapdos. So he doesn't want to keep Zapdos around. I'm going to switch into this. Yeah, maybe we should discard the energy and then not discard the energy on that one. I think that would have been the better play to go with, to be honest. There's the Vitality Band. A little bit late, obviously, but it's okay. Where do we want to go from here is the question. Yeah, I feel like I should have discarded this guy's energy just in case they did hit it. I guess they could have boss hit this one then, but they probably always boss draw 3 prize cards if they could have. Now I almost want to send this one up and just discard the energy because, yeah, it almost feels best to just do that. Send this one up, discard the energy. Because then if I use this one to discard the energy, they boss KO this. I just have no attacker to work with left, which would be really awkward. I think I'm going to put the energy here as well. We do have guaranteed access to our stamp next turn in the little top deck, and then we'll play Marnie, and we'll draw our whole deck. We'll have guaranteed access to reset stamp, so we can stamp them down to 2. Unfortunately, we just don't have a way to one-hit KO the Zamazenta. We're going to have to do a 2-hit KO with, like, Thunderbolt into Zapdos knockout or something like that. Yeah, we just don't have a way to KO this Zamazenta because our Boltund is prized. We're never able, it would have been great if this was our Boltund here. But yeah, our Boltund still in our prize cards in our last 3. Our only real answer to Zamazenta, a real solid answer. Like I said, we can go Thunderbolt here, and then Zapdos that KOs the Zamazenta. But our real solid answer, just one-hit KOing Zamazenta with the 1-hit KOing the Zamazenta with the they reset stamping me. Oh no, this could get bad. The Boltund. All right, there's our reset stamp. We're in a fine spot. Yeah, we got our reset stamp. That's all we needed. Yeah. Boltund being able to 1-hit KO Zamazenta is way better than these shenanigans we gotta do. There's a great catcher that doesn't KO our Dedenne here. Interesting choice from my opponent here. So they went after this great catcher play. I don't know if they know this doesn't KO Dedenne though. They can only hit it. Maybe they're trying to set up a little bit further and slow me down. There is this Absol in play, which means I can't hard retreat it. But we have an Air Balloon and a Switch left in the deck, I believe. So I'm not too worried about finding a Switch card next turn. And we can get into the Thunderbolts and just kind of go from there, I guess. We'll see what they get off this quick ball. Zacian. We could also, if we top deck a switch card, we could also top deck a Speed Lightning here, I believe. We could just go KO this Zacian with this Pikachu, and then hold out for a boss for this Pikachu to KO the Absol or the Oranguru. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just KO my Pikachu VMAX. Maybe they didn't want to give me a bench space to work with, which, to be honest, is a little bit annoying, but I'm not that annoyed by it. Switch card would be really good here. Oof, no switch card this time. How many switch cards are they down? They're down 2 switch. I guess we just kind of have to pass here now, and then see what our opponent has on the next turn. Yeah, we just kind of have to pass. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Maybe my switch cards are on the bottom. I don't know which ones are in my hand. We did get Marnied, so... Or did we get Reset Stamped? No, we got Reset Stamped there, right? Yeah, we got Reset Stamped. Did we get Reset Stamped? Yeah, we got Reset Stamped. Draw this. Yeah, 5. That makes sense. Now to KO this, we got the stamp down to 2. Then we can boss KO this. And then if we can move this guy ever... there's a Buzzmosa from my opponent. That is something you... never see, I feel like, ever. Never see the Buzzmosa ever. That's the, yeah. That is interesting. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Buzzmosa in an ADP. I think it has to be never, but I guess I could have maybe seen it once before. They got the, yeah, their Zacian is set up, ready to go. What else do they have going on here, though? Two-card hand. They can KO this with Zamazenta. Okay, KO is happening. Now, if our opponent does have a boss, they do win the game on their next turn because they can boss KO this with the Zamazenta. Because I can't KO Zamazenta, so we're going to go after this Zacian. And then hopefully be able to use this second boss to KO the Oranguru or the Absol. But we do need a switch card to go with that. So here goes Reset Stamp. But there's always this Pikachu, unfortunately, that can just get knocked out by the Zamazenta next turn. So we're just hoping that doesn't happen. Yes, we want to do the extra damage, knock it out. Still no switch card. We maybe had the switch prize. I'm pretty sure I saw the Air Balloon was in the hand. Yeah. Quick ball and another Pikachu VMAX. That's not gonna cut it. Does our opponent have boss is the question at this point. So we could top deck Air Balloon or switch. I'm pretty sure they're both in there, but I could be wrong once again, like I said. If we have to research, we could get this into the active at least, but we lose our last boss, which is the problem here. And there's the boss from my opponent. So we do fall to the ADP-zation here. We were not able to... The biggest thing there was just not having that Vitality Band. They got off that Ultimate Ray, which put a ton of energy in play, ton of damage as well. If we'd gotten the Vitality Band, I think we would have been in a way better spot. Probably would have been able to easily take the dub with the way the game ended up playing out. We didn't, like, break in the middle of the game or anything like that. But who knows, right? They had a Reset Stamp. And Zamazenta still were never able to KO it. Still very difficult to deal with. So who knows how it would have gone. But yeah, that Vitality Band whiff was pretty big. All right, into another one. Going first. Won the coin flip again. We will choose to go first because turn 2 isn't that difficult for this deck to pull off. Turn 2, big KOs. Do the Electrode, Coco Prism, whatever. So I do like to go second. Let's see what we're up against here. Some kind of fire deck. Birdkeeper, Fire Energy, Cherish Ball, Grape. I have no idea. That is a lot of cards that I don't usually see together. And an Energy Retrieval. So I'm super curious to see what is going on here. Take those mulligans. Nothing too spectacular. That's pretty good though. Got quite a bit better, quite a bit fast. Pretty quickly. Going second here would have been better overall though. I mean, I guess I could have KO'd my Pikachu though. Let's go ahead and quick ball away a lightning. I don't know what I want to grab yet. Maybe we should get another Pikachu V. And actually, I think I want to attach to the benched one just in case they would want to Radiating Heat my active. Because we can just pop Electro plus VMAX next turn and go from there. And this is where the Zapdos is super good because 2-hit KO and the Centiskorch VMAXs can be kind of annoying. Yeah, it can be kind of annoying to 2-hit KO the Centiskorch VMAX, like efficiently. It can be hard to efficiently KO them, so it's nice to just have that Zapdos, that 1 energy Pokeball. Yeah, that 1 energy hit for us. Yeah, Pokeball, they've got a little bit of everything in here. There's a Ducklet, Reshizard. There's that Radiating Heat I was talking about. Now we can just 1-hit KO this Centiskorch V if we want to, which I think I will do. Yeah, I think I'll just take the knockout here. I think of a reason to not take it, but I can't quite come up with it. So let's pop the Electrode. Ooh, there's 3 in there, 4, 5, 6. We prized 3 basic lightning. We are drawing 2 prize cards here, though, so hopefully we see a couple of those off the prize cards. Those are going to be a pretty big deal to have access to, I feel like. Quick ball, that can get us Coco V next turn. Maybe we got speed. We're just going to hold on to the hand, I think, here. Take this knockout. Maybe we can go into Zapdos next turn even, and Zapdos KO this, or set up the Centiskorch if it becomes a VMAX, something like that. There's one of those basic lightnings I was talking about. There's another speed, so we prized a speed lightning as well. So we had 4 energy at least prize. We could have had more speed. I didn't check my prize cards when I used that quick ball, so we could have had even more in the prize cards there. Another Ducklet. So it's like Swanna Centiskorch, I believe is what we're looking at here. Swanna Centiskorch. There's the VMAX. Finally coming out here. There's a Ducklet. The second Ducklet coming down. Yeah, the VMAX is set up. Like I said, could punch it with Zapdos. It really depends on what our opponent does here, what we want to do as a response. Breakzard is coming out now. And then the pass. Could go Zapdos KO. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm down with that. And then I almost want to quick ball away this. I'm going to grab that Coco here. I think pop that on these two. While I can get it on both these Pikachus, because I think is where it's best for sure. And we got that Thunderous Assault on this Ducklet, I guess. Take this thing out. See what our opponent goes with from here. Centiskorch VMAX makes way to the active. This is where we love to go switch and just hit it again with the Zapdos. Probably attach a speed here. Try and get another VMAX set up. And then we could look at using Electrode. We probably won't need Electrode this game, though. Try and look at setting up the Electrode. But I don't think we'll need the Electrode this game, so. There's the Welder. All right, so we're probably getting KO'd here as long as they can find themselves a Fire Energy. All right, Zapdos is going down. Which is not great, but if we can just VMAX this one, we can just go 120, 270, because they are not set up at all to one-hit KO this VMAX. So that can just be our game plan here. If we can make this thing a VMAX. That's, I guess, the first step. Can we get this thing into a VMAX? A lot of energy, a lot of switch cards in hand. What is left in the deck? Dedenne Crobat. How many energy do we have left? 3. That should be enough to close out the game here. I don't think we really need the option of another VMAX. We might just want to use Circle Circuit at some point, but Boltund might just be better than that anyways. I'll put this in play and then research. Just need that VMAX here, or Calm plus a Pokemon. That also works. There's the VMAX. All right. Gonna go ahead and just punch. No discard. Yeah, if we have to use the... It's nice to use the Zapdos for a setup of 2-hit KO, but we could just go ahead and use the Pikachu VMAX itself. We just hit for that 120, and then we go 270 on the next turn. That 2-hit KO is pretty much everything in the format. And then, yeah, we get the big 1-hit KOs on the tag teams. So, yeah, Pikachu VMAX gets the job done. 120. We had to dig for boss. We got Calm to get rid of Boltund. But with the Welder here as well. But they're not going to be able to get enough energy to get the 1-hit KO. I guess I could maybe get to a Heatran or something. No Heatran, just 240. So that's it. We're going to take out our opponents. Oh, I guess we actually could have dug for the KO on the Charizard there. I didn't even see that. We could have dug for the KO on the Charizard. Yeah, we get the dub over our opponent's Swanna Firebox deck. We did win the coin flip again, so we will be going first again in this one. Pikachu starts. I guess I'm not convinced that going first is actually better, but turn 2 swing seems pretty good. But going second, we could use Charge maybe sometimes, or Electrify. Charmander from our opponent, so it's probably that new Charizard deck. Quick ball away. Probably this Calm. I'm kind of regretting that. Probably should have got rid of a switch, actually. Now I'm rethinking it. Probably should have got rid of a switch. All right. Voltorb. We can Calm for the Electrode or the Pikachu. But if I had top decked a Pokemon, then I could have calmed again. So I probably should have quick balled a switch there. I always dislike getting rid of energy in this build. As much as I can, because we discard all of our energy when we attack. So that's kind of scary, but yeah. We prefer to not lose our energy every time. Or not lose energy when we don't have to, is what I should say. So it is, like I said, probably the new Charizard. We'll see. The Leon Charizard. That deck is... it can one-hit KO Pikachu. So it's a little scary. But they got to get a lot of Leon. I don't think they're going to be one-hit KO in our first Pikachu. Maybe the follow-up Pikachu will be getting one-hit KO'd. Boltund actually seems like it might be a pretty good attacker in this matchup because we could attack with it to get one KO as long as we get a decent amount of energy in play. And then we won't get... we won't lose all the energy, basically. And then we have like a Pikachu VMAX. So if we can get to a Boltund even this turn to start swinging, I feel like that'd be fine. But maybe we want to go with the maximum HP off the bat here. Another Calm. Go ahead, get rid of this. Grab myself the... Oh, no! We prized both Electrodes. So it's got to be the VMAX here. And then I think I'm just going to Marnie. We could attach Pass. Marnie here. I know they had a dead hand last turn. Or presumably they maybe just had like Candy Charizard Research or something. Because they just went ahead and got another Charmander. And the deck usually plays... their deck usually plays... usually plays like Dedennes and stuff. So I have a feeling their hand was probably Candy Charizard Research or something. Because there's no reason for them to have just chilled unless that was their hand. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that was probably their hand. Because this deck usually plays like Dedenne or Crobat. Jirachis, whatever. So I don't think they were dead drawn there at all. There's a Leon, and there's an Ember for 60. So not too much going on from them still. Air Balloon, gonna go ahead and throw that on the... I guess the Voltorb becomes our pivot for now. I don't think I want to move the Pikachu anytime soon. Attach, bench, and just go ahead and swing. No discard. We don't need it. It's only got that 70 HP. Now they might actually be dead drawing. We'll see. There's an Electrode. All right. Got the Electrode, so if we need to use it, we can. Not that I really want to use it if I can avoid it, but it is an option here. Let's see if they are actually just dead drawing completely now. Maybe we got him with the Marnie. Nope, there's a Research. So it looks like they were maybe settling to use Leon for the turn, or I guess they could have top decked the Research. They are hitting for 200 damage right now. One more Leon in the discard pile, and they would actually KO my Pikachu here. If they get one more Leon in the discard pile, my Pikachu does die. So we're hoping they don't do that. But they definitely could. And we would, yeah, we'd get knocked out. That would be it. Our Pikachu VMAX would be donezo. They got the Oricorio here. They first need to get that Candy Charizard. That's the first step. Even with another Leon in the discard pile, they're not doing any damage unless they get that in the discard pile. So that's the first step for them. Let's see if they can get that going. This is why I kind of want to attack with Boltund in this matchup. Because if I G max Volt Tackle KO a Charizard, I lose all my energy. Maybe I want to say Boltund as a follow-up. Go like Pikachu VMAX, Boltund, into a Pikachu VMAX. That would involve me not using Electrode the whole game. But if we can build enough energy up between attachments plus the Koko V or the Koko Prism, we might be able to make that work. We'll have to wait and see. Another big thing is our opponent even going to be able to get off anything working this turn? Are they going to get anything working this turn? So far, they don't have it. Here comes a Primate Wisdom. Here comes a Dedenne Change. So they're digging deep for it. No more Leons. Oh, no, there was another Leon there, wasn't there? There was another Leon. So that's 3 Leons. There's the Candy Charizard. We're actually going to get knocked out here. How many energy can I get in play next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4 with Koko. 5. I can only get 5 energy in play next turn, which means Boltund only does 150. That's super awkward. I really don't want to attack with Pikachu VMAX this turn and discard all my energy to KO a Charizard. That sounds super inefficient, and I think will eventually lead to us losing the game anyways. We could just go with... I don't want to Electrify for turn either. Here comes the Battle Sense. Yeah, they do enough, right? 250. 310. Wow, we're about to get rocked by this Charizard deck, I feel like. Yeah, I don't see how we ever beat this. I guess they could not set up another Charizard for a little while. They did just discard one off of the Battle Sense. They are down 2 rare candy, so I guess it is possible we can still put this together, but yeah, we just kind of got rocked. Reset Stamp would be a pretty big deal here if we can grab one of those. Vitality Band, so we're doing 130. Oh, that would be enough for the Boltund to get the knockout. I forgot about the Vitality Band, so this is definitely coming in play here. Evolving here. And then Research. Yeah, if we can get Koko plus pop this. Maybe I should have popped this already, actually. I don't have an energy for turn yet, but we did get the Reset Stamp as well. So I should have already popped it. Well, I need to draw an energy for turn, so maybe I shouldn't have popped it, actually, to be honest. Okay. Retreat. How many energy are left in the deck, I guess is kind of the question here. Quick ball this, because I do need a Dedenne change here. So there's the Koko. There's a lot of energy left in the deck. So I think I am going to Dedenne change first to make sure I get it. I could stamp them to 1 less, though, is what I'm thinking. Maybe that is worth. Oh, I shouldn't have retreated yet. I guess I have to bench this guy now to hold this energy from the core. I should have Koko to these 2. That was a mistake. Sorry, it's not that big of a deal. A Zap Generator. Yeah, I should. There's 6 left. I should be able to draw into it here. And that is that 170 we're looking to try and get. And yeah, stamping them to 1 less. And then if I did it afterwards, they'd have +1 card in hand. So it'd be like, it gets like that much worse. I think it's just probably worth to play it like this. And we want to get that energy attachment here to the Pikachu V. Here we go. Dedenne change. Can we find it? We do. Great. Can evolve it as well. And yeah, we're doing that 170. We've got to try and get Boltund out of here on the next turn, I think. And go into the Pikachu VMAX. But yeah, it did its job. Congratulations, Boltund. You got the KO. Where the Pikachu VMAX could have got the KO as well, but I would have had to discard all my energy, and then I just don't have another attacker on the next turn. I guess these energy could be here to another VMAX, but I don't know. That feels like it gets worse and worse the more we go down that that line. So I feel like this is just better overall. And we'll put this in a little bit better of a spot for sure. Now we are running out of boss, which means we can't chase these 2 prizers very much longer. We can't chase 2 prizers much longer. I would love to be able to chase these 2 prizers down, but yeah, we can't. We only have 1 boss left, but I want to maybe chase Charmander if that's their lone Charmander in place. So it really depends on, is that going to be their lone Charmander or not? Because then I could chase that, and then Charizard's guaranteed not on the next turn. But then they could just send up a Rangaroo again, then I KO that, go down to 2. And they only have 2 prize cards left, so I think that doesn't always lead to the best route for me. They could also just Rare Candy Charizard and beat me this turn, as long as they can find a Welder, which they do play. Yeah, as long as they just find a Welder. Their second Charmander, so that route doesn't seem super good. I think we're just going to go into the VMAX here and hit the Rangaroo, and then maybe switch this, try and switch this thing back out after I switch it in. And then Boltund KOs the Charizard, and then we try and find Boss to KO the Oricorio or the Dedenne. Seems like a decent play. Here comes an Evolution Incense. There's a Charmeleon. But they have to evolve this one here. I'm sure they don't mind that too much. Yeah. I have to save this boss to chase a 2 prizer to give myself a solid shot of being able to close this game out in a timely fashion. Going through 4 more 1 prizers to win the game. I think my opponent's going to win before then. So, Speed Lightning. Quick Ball. Probably put... we do still have Zapdos, I guess. Zapdos is the 1 prizer we could try and get into. Only 2 switch in the deck, and I definitely don't want to lose the energy on Boltund. So we're just going to grab this, play the Marnie. Hopefully be able to switch into this big Pikachu. Did hit it. All right, so we're going to switch into Pikachu. And we're going to swing. Nope. And yeah, even if they get all 4 Leon in the discard pile, they cannot KO the Pikachu VMAX. They have to play a Leon for the turn, which I'm sure they wouldn't mind doing if they can get everything, but they're looking at Candy Charizard, attach, find 4th Leon, play 4th Leon. Also has to, like, not be prized. If they do get that, they will win the game with this knockout on my Pikachu VMAX. Also something like a Great Catcher KO this, or even a Boss, Candy Charizard Boss KO my Dedenne also works for them. So they're in like a reasonable spot here. We'll see what they got. There's the Charizard. Here's the Candy. Okay, well, they have Charizard Candy already. Do they have the... There's the energy. Do they have the Boss? There's the Leon. We literally Marnied them into the perfect hand there. And we will fall to the Charizard here in this last game. Oh, well. Take the L here in this last one. But yeah, that's the Pikachu VMAX. Coming at you with the guys with the other VMAX Pokemon soon. But this one felt pretty good from where I've got it, what I've been playing with it so far. So I thought I'd show off the Pikachu to you guys today. If you enjoyed the games, if you did, give the video a like. Join the content. Be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.